but how you met Reg?
Oh, I met Reg because, him and my brother, actually, they were two pioneers of certain things in the industry that was making a lot of people face get recognized in.
And tell us who your brother is.
My brother's Terry Carter. He's deceased now. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you guys are aware of the news of what happened back in the day when they were filming that movie called Straight Outta Compton, and he was the brother that died. They got ran over by that individual that's locked up right now. I don't call nobody's name out, but yeah, he's deceased right now. Him and Reg was real tight, and he had made mention of Reg's name back then to me. And if I run to a guy named Reg, and then when he popped up, I said, man, you Reggie Turner, huh, man? He said, yeah. I said, man, you know my brother Terry. And we started talking, and then we became inseparable ever since then. Reg was very, like I said, a likable person. Everybody was trying to get to know him, stay up on his wings and stuff. Because
well, tell us, where was this at? This wasn't in the streets.
The streets of incarceration.
What?
Because you gotta come out. You gotta come out the streets. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get to know people, come in like we got our streets inside. I think got them outside. You know what I mean?
What prison? What did you meet him in?
CRC.
Yeah, CRC.
What's that? California Reception?
California Rehabilitation Center.
Yeah.
Right, it's in Norco, California.
So what year was this?
Ooh, that's a
2007, 8.
6, 7, 8.
Oh, this wasn't that long ago.
No.
Oh, okay.
This is 2007.
No, I came back in 2006. You was 7, but I was there.
But you was in the dorm.
But you was there before.
No, I got there in
2000. I gave my book before then.
Yeah. Now you gave the book to me in 2007.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so what if it was your crime you're incarcerated for gang related or not?
The first time, believe it or not, that's the very first time I was locked up in prison without a gang-related situation. But then again, even though then it was like, you could say it was gang-related because it was trafficking, and it was like around my hood, so, but as far as violence and gang violence and stuff like that, no. That was kind of like I was in my 40s then when I got cracked. I did 10 years. 10 whole years.
I know you did time in the late 70s initially.
And all those were gang related. All I had was murders. Murders, conspiracy murders, weapons, and that's all I had. That's all I went to jail for.
In what year was that?
Shit. Beginning of 71.
Oh.
I was getting my first incarceration in 72. Was
How long did you do?
back then, see, that was the thing. And that's what messed this whole world up, as far as I'm concerned, with the kids doing what they're doing right now today. You know what I mean? Because I did like 4 years, which I could have only did 3. But I did end up doing 4, but...
For a murder?
For murder. So you can go to jail and get swole. You know what I'm saying? And then when you get out, you get a hero's welcome. You know what I mean? You all big, that was everybody's thing back in the day. I'm back, homie.
So let's interesting what you're saying. Let me just, so people are clear. What you're saying is that you think because the punishments at the beginning were not harsh enough, it made, because the white judicial system didn't, black teenagers are killing each other, give them 4 years, who cares? And that led to the hardcore people that should have been taken off the street early, infecting the rest of the people when they got out with extreme violence.
Correct. See, and that's what, back then, it don't seem like a lot of time now. Somebody say they got 5 years right now, they be happy. They be saying, thank you. You know what I mean? But back then, 5 years was a life sentence.
Yeah, when you're 19.
You know what I'm saying? No, back in those days, when you got 5 years, it was like, damn, woo, we got a lot of time. 5 years? That's why you had a sentence called 5 to life. And, man.
1 to life.
And one to life. But 5 to life, oh my God, you got sentences a whole bunch of time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But see, it got to the point when I got my 10 years, I said thank you. You know what I mean? Because I knew what they were doing.
As a brief aside here, I'm interested. So you went into prison in the early 70s. The whole race war thing in prison in California had just happened, right? You came after that?
No, that was always ongoing. There's always a thing for racial dominance in prison.
California especially.
Especially California. Okay, because
there's kind of a balance.
It's a balance. It depends on how each dorm or cell or building is formatted. The numbers. They play a numbers game. You know what I mean? And when you number and you're deep, you tend to trip a little bit more for power and dominance.
So when you got there as a young guy, what was the balance?
Well, me, I had a whole nother situation to look out for because I was a gang member. I was more focused on my own race than I was, you know what I mean?
So at that point, the Crips and the Bloods weren't sticking together as just the blacks.
Well, see, let me explain this to you right now. When I first went to jail, like I said, I'm going to jail for murder. I'm a Crip adversary. Okay, is what I'm saying right?
Yeah.
I'm a Crip folk,
Yes.
right? Do you know people I go to jail for? They know me. I'm there before I can get off the bus. You know what I mean? Guess who's here? Who? Bobalouie's here, right? Oh man, no shit. Now they see me in there. Oh, and I'm getting my property and my roll and shit and walking. They all sit outside on the yard hollering for me. Yeah, man, come to the so and so unit. No, they come over with us on so and so unit. Oh, when I leave here, I'm going over there. I'm talking shit to everybody. See what I'm saying? So my thing wasn't so much as a race because you got back then, during those days, you had SA gangs fighting SA gangs. See what I'm saying? You had
there was no Southsiders yet.
Oh no, that's when they seen that the brothers was starting to come together and give them a little hell. You know what I'm saying? The one thing about them when they see us coming together with strength.
When did the Southsider thing start?
That's 80, 90 stuff. Really, more or less late 80 and and early 90s on up to now to the point where they can't even trip on each other no more. You know what I'm saying? If they get caught doing that now,
green light.
you know what I'm saying? So, for us, I guess it's because I took the race, I'm not sugarcoating, making it no different than what it really is supposed to be. We, as a unit and as a race, are so headstrong. Everybody don't think like him with intelligence. We think with our ability to fight type shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, I knocked this nigga out. I ain't got to do all that thinking. You know what I'm saying? Nobody tell me shit. So we don't organize as well as other people do. You know what I mean? We don't organize. You know, but a thinker, and the people got to think, other people like this brother here, because he can come in there and give us some intelligence.
So walk me through. So you're sitting in prison as 06 or whatever year. He comes in. What's the process of a guy like him coming from a fresh inmate to being the, you said chairman?
Yeah, Mac chairman.
Matt chairman. Tell us about seeing him come in and how he was able to maneuver in prison.
yeah.
Go ahead.
First of all, let me explain this to you. When I found out that he was the Reggie Turner, shit. Before I could think about anything else, I want him to. I would let him know I got a book I just wrote. So I'm like everybody else and talk to him. I mean, I seen people. I ain't gonna talk, man. I done seen officers go to him and literally for nothing. Just, hey man, can you play a tape right here? See, like my boy, I love him. So everybody was always on him like that. He never had a chance to breathe. And I'm saying, hey, did you read my book? And so, did you read it yet? I mean, what page you on right now? Yeah, every time I see that's what my mindset was on, right? And now I trickled down later on to other little things that he allowed and helped me with certain things. And then I started knowing him as an individual, as a person, and we started talking. And he started, when I messed up being a knucklehead, he'd come and let me know and tell me how to organize my mind and you know how to better my way of thinking. And becomes he came instrumental in me wanting to, you know, like you say, think about entrepreneurship and shit.
So for people that's never been to prison and they watch these prison shows and or they read an article and it's about you know, gangs running and this and that. Here's a guy not in a gang, black, and sometimes the other races might let him speak for them with the police. Like, how rare is that, and how interesting and does that make him, or how rare does that make him?
It makes it rare because sometimes it's hard to find someone, regardless of what color they are, who holds the key to your best interest. You know what I mean? And like, prior to him, there was only one other brother that I know that had the capability of doing that. I don't know if it was real there when you was there. Light skin with curly hair. See, that was the only other guy. So he wore out that Mac food stuff. That he wore it out because he made sure we had an abundance of stuff after the all sales. I mean, you say so. He looked out for the car. But other than that, prior to that though, Reggie was like a leaf waiting that people was praying for, because when Real left, we know we were gonna do Real gone. The Reg came up and it's like, damn, we back in the game again. We back in the game again.
And that's not because, of coming in and being violent. That's because of being helpful to other inmates and being intelligent, correct?
I think intelligence makes a big difference, man. People listen to something that makes sense. But you got to catch them with an open mind and a willingness to take in the good shit that makes sense. Because a lot of times people are so stubborn because of all the bullshit that goes on with the con in prison. Because, in prison, you got to be prepared to dissect them cons, you know what I'm saying, for people who being for real. You know what I'm saying? If you're not, you're fall for anything. So it's like...
Would you say his reputation preceded him, though?
Yeah, well, see, because he really didn't need, as far as we concerned. Nah, we could be telling falsehoods and making up in our own mind. But as far as the average convict in jail, figure like, well, he ain't got to read the bushes a lot because, what can we do for him? You know what I'm saying? And why is he doing what he's doing? He don't have to do this, but he already got it going on. That's our mindset. You know what I'm saying? What the hell does shit? He gonna hurt us for? What's the most I can lose? I ain't got a goddamn thing there. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm willing to listen and oh man, don't forget me. Whatever I'm saying. Be a friend if I leave first. You know what I'm saying? Stay in contact. Here's my number. Make sure you whatever. He did that though.
So you guys became friends and maintained that after prison.
You better believe it.
Now tell us about, a lot of people talk about your brother and his importance in the music industry and etc. Tell us about your brother Terry.
Man.
Is he younger or older?
He's a baby. I'm like 4 years older than Terry, but that's my baby, man. Matter of fact, see, one thing about Terry, me and him was so close. Because regards to the things and my ideas of life and the way I live mine, I had certain intelligence about myself too that he admired, that he separated from my bad. You know what I'm saying? And my mistakes, he reviewed my mistakes, and he knew that was the direction to take. So like, what I love about Terry is he became a people. He knew how to talk to people, and he didn't restrict himself or limit himself to where he can go. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It was there, and it was for the making. Terry could be there, whereas a lot of us we cornered ourselves. But when I did go place, I was being a bully, being somewhere I had no business being, because I know anytime I can get took out that spot. You know what I'm saying? But Terry didn't have to worry about. He ran with certain people that we shoot at.
So he wasn't really a gang member.
He was from Piru, but he didn't gang bang. Terry seen anybody who wanted something, let's get it. I don't care where you from. If you about getting it, then you my friend.
And he was known as someone who did a lot of car stuff.
Oh yeah. He'll hook you up. That takes Terry. I had all the beautiful cars I had because my rush jobs was I just want to be seen. And Terry, no man, that's not good enough. Don't be seen, be understood. Because there's a quality about being seen. That's what Terry always tell me. There's a certain quality about being seen that you get respected for. You know what I'm saying? You can see something and you can look like a wannabe, but the people that is about it, no, that ain't it. And then you ain't fooling nobody but yourself. Don't clown yourself. You know what I'm saying? Get the real shit. In other words, and with that, Terry always would not let me go if I wasn't decorated the way I was supposed to be.
And he owned a shop?
Oh yeah, Terry J's.
Where was that at?
That was 160 East Tamarack in Inglewood.
And that was a hot spot that a lot of guys getting money went to.
TWK.
TWK Auto Exchange.
Yeah.
I did all the jingles. You know what I mean? I wrote all the jingles. I was singing all the jingles. I'm a singer. But I was doing all those things. But yeah, we had TWJ, Consolidated Auto Sales, World Class Auto.
World Class.
I put it this way: entrepreneurship is not as strong now as it was when. Because I think the 80s and the 90s had a lot to do with that. You know what I mean? The people we had presidents and whatever. I mean, I don't know, but it's like the 80s and the 90s. It was real lucrative. The money was real good, man.
From the drug trade.
From the businesses.
Oh, from the legal.
I mean, yeah, we sold cars.
Yeah.
We sold in abundance.
Yeah.
I mean, we sold cars, man. I mean, we had a little bitty building, a lot was no bigger than this to maybe that next yard there. It wasn't full, but we sold more cars than Carl Worthington. You hear me? A month, we sold more cars than Carl Worthington a month.
That's a big dealership here?
Yeah, Cal Worthington, Cal Worthington's a big old, you see the big sign from the freeway. Cal Worthington Dodge, Cal Worthington Ford, Cal Worthington Chevy, whatever. But we had a little bitty business office, but see, one thing about us is that we had, like you said, a lot of people was in there, whatever trade they were in, ordering certain cars.
So you were just doing custom, nice, high-end stuff, or?
Oh man, basically that's what it was. And see what happened was, majority of the time, but it getting certain people's hands, certain cars would always have our tags on them. So that made people start, well, damn. In order for them to have this and a pink slip, we might want to start looking at that dealership. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, you mean law enforcement?
Yeah, that's what happens. They start raiding our places and going on our vaults and stuff.
Because so many people that were getting arrested for stuff had bought their cars.
And some of them have like up to 10, 15 cars, and all of them like 50,000 up. And like, dang, and pay for?
Did that ever lead to you guys getting a case?
No, it would have led to us not being able to accept no more than a certain amount of money per car as down payments.
Oh, they said you're in violation of the $10,000.
Yeah, I think we might help put that in the law.
Yeah.
I think we would cause that to happen. I think we're the reason why that's only 10,000 now, because people come to us and leave us like 150,000. I'm going to so and so. When I come back with a car, I'm like, we have it right here for you. So when they come back from their little trip, that car yard is right there. Kid up, it's hooked up.
Money in the safe.
Everything you want.
Well, would it be safe to say that so you went to prison, what, 71 or 2, got out in 78 or something?
No, my first one was 72 to 75, Christmas Eve. I got out Christmas Eve 74. So I did like 4 years.
And then when did you go back?
Shit, 77 to I got out then 82.
So that's probably when your brother's car thing started rocking?
We met a brother named Wayne Cox. You remember Wayne? I don't know if you know Wayne Cox. Not Brett Mitchell, Wayne Cox.
Yeah, I know Brett Mitchell.
Yeah, okay, well, we met Wayne Cox, and Terry bought a Benz. Similar to that one, it was a 450 SEL, and he gave it to me. And from that point, Wayne sold another 450 SEL, and he kept it. And shoot, they got to talking, and Terry started, he was a banker at the time with Bank of America downtown. And
oh, your brother?
Yeah. And what happened, shit.
So he never really got in any legal trouble?
No, Terry was like I told Terry about paper, man, about his money. He got it out the mama. Because mama, all we had was cafes and restaurants, all that. Anyway, we even had a restaurant called Terry's Restaurant. Come on, so, you know what I'm saying? Budget cafe, gym cleaners.
Oh, you're saying his mother?
Yeah, so we had those things. Yeah. So I'm saying, so.
Oh, so you didn't, now that takes me back to, let's talk about growing up. So that's what's interesting. It seems like a lot of the early, even a guy like you that was a hardcore gang member, you weren't like poverty stricken. Your parents.
No, never that. I was driving Cadillac Mercedes all my life. Really, I mean, I have everything I want.
Compton was the middle class area, right? Did you grow up on Piru in Compton?
Man, we had that house. We had several houses.
So
we had businesses. You know what I'm saying?
So tell us what kind of family you had and what was Piru like in the late 60s?
Man, shit. Man, family reunions, everything. We doing it all, man. All our family reunions, we ran them. Okay, so.
So your parents owned businesses?
Of course. We all, yeah, that's where we come from. That's what we do. I mean, nobody over there on Piru, I mean, like, they got people on Piru, got gas stations, they got doctors, lawyers. They have, dentists, they got everything over there. You know what I'm saying?
So where the infamous Piru, where a lot of serious rough guys come from, had a lot of successful legal people, but then it also spawned guys like you. So how does that, it's interesting. I mean, how do you explain that? You just chose to be a gangster.
No, it's that it was a situation where I was already in that frame of mind because I was the older and the elder brother. You know what I'm saying? For my boys, my younger siblings. So I had to protect them. And by me being old and big for my age and all that kind of stuff, I drew a lot of attention to myself. So I had to be a fighter. And it took me a little further because I had to be a little harder. Because I didn't want them to get in that kind of stuff. Really, actually, to tell you the truth, so I became their defender. And it's like I kept getting challenges. I mean, you don't win fights out here and think nobody else ain't gonna challenge you out here. So I had to find a way where I could just find a shell to get up under. You know what I'm saying? To ward people away from me, ward them off. And my shell came in the way of fear, trying to strike fear. You know what I'm saying? Just back them off before I hurt you. You know what I'm saying? develop that type of mentality.
But then once you get successful at that, then you become aggressive.
Yeah, you kind of overdo it, but then see, it's a history. You got to read my book. I'm gonna go all the way to my
Give
book.
us the link. Yeah, is it on Amazon?
Yes, my book is the starting lineup book, Origin of the Crips and Bloods Begin,
On Amazon?
on Amazon.com.
Okay, I'll find it and put it on.
And you can find that book on Amazon.com. They sell it at Barnes and Noble.
I'll put the links on the YouTube thing so they can click.
Yeah, but that's the name of the starting lineup book, Origin of the Crips and Bloods Begin.
Okay, briefly, and we'll send people to your book, but I was, like I was saying before I hit record, I was really shocked to see that tell us Piru Street only runs a few blocks and now it's worldwide. How is that? What's the origins of the Piru gang?
Well, the thing, like I said, man, we have a lot of prolific fighters, man. We got a lot, like stars coming from Piru. You heard of Lonnie Smith, baseball player, the Atlanta Braves?
Yep.
He was a Piru gang member
From your era.
from Piru Street.
Yeah.
Ralph Sugarman Nelson, Seattle Seahawks, Washington Redskins, Piru. That's Big Sugar, our Sugar Man. Okay, we got Lathan Armour. There's a group back in the '80s called Shalimar. He was their producer. You see what I'm saying? We have several people come from Piru Street, right? And that's
And how many blocks
prominent.
does Piru run? It's only like, what, 6?
Okay, Piru goes 1, 2, then they got to go cross Wilmington and 3, 4. It goes down towards like Alameda and stuff.
Not much.
But our Piru Street only goes from where you see it on Elba and back to the Central. And then we got a neighborhood. So we have a very, 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 very family oriented neighborhood. We all stick together like brothers and sisters.
Was most of the African American families in LA are from Texas and Louisiana?
I'm from Texas.
Yeah, okay, so most people are from Texas and Louisiana. That's true.
Correct.
So that makes every state had a different kind of population. So like, people in Detroit are mostly from Georgia, which is different from Texas and Louisiana. So that's interesting. How close are we to LAX? That's right there?
Right down the street.
Ah, okay.
Not even 10 minutes.
So we're near Inglewood.
We are in Inglewood.
This is Inglewood.
You go across Van Ness, you're in Inglewood.
Ah.
Yeah.
So when did your family start? Does black population moved into Compton, what, the mid to late 60s?
Early 60s.
Early 60s. But that was if you moved here in the early 60s, you were doing really well, right?
Yeah.
People were moving from what?
Yeah,
Watts?
yeah, but
South Central?
you buy a house out there like $30,000.
Back then.
Back then.
That was a lot.
Yeah. Now you can't get one for less than $800,000.
In Compton?
Yeah. Not out there. House costs money now.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Is Compton not that bad now? Or?
No, Compton's beautiful, man. Beautiful. These houses cost a lot of money now. I mean, they wasn't costing that much money back then. You know, some people got houses for $19,000 and still there. Big, beautiful houses.
What was I was watching a documentary made in 1971 about Compton, and already they were interviewing young guys, and the Piru thing was already, the word was being thrown around, and they were saying, we're not a gang, we just defend ourselves from outsiders, which I assume meant the Crips.
See, it depends on who you talk to. Now, when you come all the way to my area, I'll give it to you raw and uncut. You know what I mean? We did what we did to not allow intruders to come and think they're gonna run over our neighborhood. That's what it was. That's what it was. See, a lot of people don't know that all these different neighborhoods that turned was pressure to become who they are. See, Piru didn't become pressure to be nothing but Piru. See, other people gave in to the pressure that was at that time, and they affiliated themselves with those that were pressuring them. In other words, Piru should stay Piru.
Let's see, how can I say this delicately? Well, I saw you say on one of the Kept Mac interviews, I know as people get older in life, we all want to look back and say our life, so there's the guys who say the Crips started as an outgrowth of the Black Panthers, which I always thought was just like a justification.
Bullshit. Crips started because I was original Crip. I was original Crip with Washington Bulldog. You know what I'm saying? And our aspiration at that time was to be like Victor Adams, who was a crippled guy for real. He was an Avenue. Gang called the Avenues. Craig Munson was their leader. Yeah, and him and Raymond Burns was like, you can see Craig Munson and Raymond Burns. I mean, then you got Donnie Boy. You know what I'm saying?
Now, were those gangs just into fighting, or were they?
Actually, it was a class act. They fight if they had to. They come
a social club.
But too many ancient people, when they walk upon you, you ain't going to fight too much nowhere because the guys look like somebody you just wish this incident, hurry up, just go away.
Oh yeah, Craig Munson.
Yeah. So they was kind of big, and sometimes they put your coat on this, get back to you. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, man, and you was one of the lucky guys you got away with like that, but you wanted to show some resistance, you might have no problem.
Why didn't the guns come in fast? I mean, if Craig Munson came at me, I'm going straight to the gun.
Well, then who, at that time, guns wasn't as really a thing that we would carry back in the days. Sticks, a knife, maybe.
Compton had a very high murder rate by the early 70s.
I'm talking about regarding the 60s, though.
Oh, the 60s, okay.
Late 60s.
Yeah, but by 71, it had gotten violent, right?
72, 73, yeah.
It's not. People think the 80s was when it was bad long before that.
Yeah, 72. I went to jail 72, so you know.
Yeah. When did you notice things really seem to go over the cliff in like the mid 80s, or?
No, I went over the cliff when I went to jail. The first case I caught, as far as I'm concerned, then it went over the cliff because it got real serious.
What did you want to talk about it?
No, I don't.
Vaguely.
All I say is this: I knew then the game that I had got into had got a little bit more serious than I thought. I thought it would be a little bit more easier, but it actually became a job to survive.
Job to survive. Because people are riding up and down Piru Street looking to make a name by getting
and I see it all the time.
How many original when the Piru gang was formed, how many guys was it? I mean, it wasn't many, roughly, like 10, 50?
No, we had like 11 people that was really real active, hardcore, wanted to be stumped down gang members. We had support of maybe another 20 people, 25, 30 people. But for the most part, the most people who was really instrumental in wanting to stay hardcore, hard knocks gang members were like about 11.
And why did all the other Compton non-Crip gangs go under the Piru umbrella if that was one street?
Because of our ability to ward up and show the heart that we had to fight off a million, what seemed like a million people. Our refusal to give in gave other people, inspired other people to have heart too. In other words, we was heart inspirationers. We gave people heart. You know what I'm saying? So, and a lot of people wanted to claim that heart until the real person got on them, and then they would fold. And I think I go the other route now.
Other route meaning go on the blue side.
Yeah, but for a while they would hang with us, but then when it got a little too heavy, they went to the other side. It's easier to be on the other side. It's easier to be with the majority of the people than it is to be with the minority of the people.
How was it for a long time, weren't the Bloods kind of put into their own, because there wasn't enough of them, they were put into like a separate, they had to be separated, right?
No, let me explain it to you. We had to be separated in order for us to be accountable. It was easier to separate so we could become accountable. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Like, because it's happened in prison, it happened on the street. You know what I'm saying? We had to.
You said in your interview, Kevin, that the Bloods really formed more in prison than on the street.
Yeah, because we have to learn we could form. Because when you think about it this way, when you're on the street and you have a gang, what's the purpose of saying we're Bloods then? If I'm a Piru and he's from Brim, I'm a Piru, he's Brim. Yeah. And to us, no one is better than our gang. You know what I'm saying? So now, if I go visit the Brim side, you know what I'm saying, and we can become allies, I'll be give them their hospitality, whatever, and when they come visit me, they get to see my hospitality. But there was no reason for us to say we bloods, right? Now, when you're in jail, see, you forget. The Crips is one big group. One big group. And there was no separation. So if you go to jail and you're a reputable non-Crip gang member and you're in there for supposedly shooting a Crip, they are awaiting your ass to get off that bus.
And at that time, there's not that many murders, so everything's in the paper. And
it's all in the paper, and so everybody can read the newspaper and all that kind of shit. They can tell what happened to you in court because they can read your paper. Oh, he got found guilty. Oh, they gave him some. Oh, he go to YA. They know you're coming. So now, when you go to YA, shit, you got people about to leave the orientation to come to YA, and hey, guess what? Who I just left? Just popped in. Who? So and so killed so and so. He down there now. They processing him in right now. So now everybody knows he's already down there getting processed. You understand what I'm saying? They know he's down there getting processed. So about you there, and like, shit. They know he only gonna be like a couple of weeks. A couple of weeks. Next thing you know, he's on the bus. Right? Now, yeah, he from that gang. He's from Piru or Brim, or where he from. But he's not a blood.
Because that doesn't exist.
No, it doesn't exist. But now,
you guys are cool, but there's no official.
No, we allies. We allies. We down with each other.
But there's no name.
Like for Piru, I'm down with the Bananas. I'm down with I'm down with the Brims. I'm down with that Park boy. But we not bloods.
There's no name for it.
No, let's see what's going on. And it was no reason to. Like I said, when I'm on the street, I'm hollering Piru. You see, when Brim, the LA Brims, they Brims. So I tell a lot of people when he got in there. Now watch this. I'm on a cloud and I land to the beach and see nothing but blue water. Right? I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. I'm over here with a little bit of sand.
Were you by yourself?
By yourself.
Not one other person.
No more. No, I got lucky with my boy Michael Ford from Nixon Gardens, Bounty Hunters. But I'm just saying, certain people don't go there and get that lucky.
Oh, so even if one guy was lucky.
Yeah, so watch this. Once they get there, they're by themselves. And you got a whole bunch of people, whole bunch of vicious animals waiting on you. How we gonna share this morsel? You know what I'm saying? I got the leg. Well, he ain't got but 2 legs. You know what I'm saying? I got the arms. He ain't got but 2 arms. How we gonna share this? Everybody get full? We all ain't gonna be able to eat. You know what I'm saying? But he gonna get ate up, right? Cause he killed one of them.
Yeah.
Right? He killed one of them, and he's not a blood.
How bad was the violence in YA?
Man, it was terrible. Man, like I said, I used to watch other people watch their other homeboy, because I be behind the gate, and I can't get over where they at. And I see him watch his homeboy, because he slid in with them playing like he was on the other side, and nobody recognized him yet. And he watched his homeboy get beat up and stumped, and almost killed. So that's how it is. So this is why it was real necessary for us to get off that bullshit, right?
Was there like a meeting or it just sort of?
Yeah. The guys that were there, and then like I said, man, I had a lot of people who sympathized with me, right? Because they said, man, I see you, man, you staying down, man. You still go to work. Because a lot of people with my status would not go to their job.
Oh, because it was. Where you get fucked up.
Because no, when you got a job, when you go to jail, you have a job that you have to report to.
Or you go to the hole.
Right. Or you don't get your points. You don't earn nothing. So I got to walk the line. You understand what I'm saying? So
is that something you had to earn by fighting, or they just?
Well, I had to. That came along with all the territory. But I used to tell a lot of people back in those days, look, man, you kind of little. Just you've been here before me. You got here. You already in here. They don't, and I really up on you. Just keep your mouth shut and get your ass and go home, right?
Well, you would tell guys, don't tell people you're Piru.
No, I would tell certain people that he wasn't no help to me no way. You know what I mean?
Wow.
He wasn't no help to me no way. So, and I'm not that selfish that I use him as a pawn just so I can get away. You know what I mean? You want me, partner? Here I am. Let's do the damn thing. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. But see, it so happened that I was aggressive. I was aggressive, stupid, to the point where people that was like from Bakersfield, San Bernardino, Riverside, because if you weren't a Crip, you're off-brand anyway. You understand what I'm saying? They'll come and say, man, hey,
Was I off-brand?
you're off-brand too.
Damn, hurt my feelings.
Yeah, you're off-brand. but the thing is this here though, they would tell me, I'm talking before the end.
Yeah.
This is weird. This was my first one, like murder. And
This when I was what, like 11?
Yeah, you're a baby boy.
Oh, I was 9.
Yeah, snotty nose. So.
Yes, sir, okay.
But yeah, so I'm in there like, man, they talking shit and man, I got to do what I got to do. And my boy from all the other cities, like I said, the off brands, come to me and say, look, man, as long as you stay down for your crown, homie, I got your back. That's all I needed to hear. I got me a little gang over here for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And this is in what prison?
Oh, that was like in YTS. That was like in that was YTS. And but you training school. And believe me, that was worse than any prison you would want to go to.
Oh yeah, juvenile is.
And now, when I say this, because these are where the hardcore people come from. You know what I'm saying? We're already big anyway. You know what I mean? When you see that picture on my book, they say how big my arm was. Those were me back then. I got pictures of my car. I'll show you. I got out of my car.
Can I get some pictures?
Yeah, I got some pictures of my car.
I'll take a photo with my phone.
I got some, man. I got some pictures out on super swole.
Oh yeah, let us get some.
But you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying this though.
When he had hair.
Yeah, and I was pretty. Like
I
I am now.
we need some of those.
Hey, but nonetheless though, man. So when they did that, and started walking with me, and the other boys saw them people walking with me on the line. Now I'm walking like this here online. See, I'm getting to the other side now. I'm talking to Ray boys, talking to other boys, and Mike Harris homeboys, Harry O's homeboys, and everybody getting together. Come on, man, we gonna stop this shit. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna stop calling you. Don't call me cuz. They don't call you cuz. We don't do it anymore. Right. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna just start calling each other blood. Right. Like that. We've been doing it anyway. That's our primary language anyway. So let's just call each other blood. Right?
What I want to ask Bobalouie is,
Harry. Wow, tell us Harry O, what kind of guy was Harry O?
Man, he was just
He was not a gang member.
No, man, that man would put jacks together. He put jacks together. You know how everybody try to get a handful of jacks? He put them together. So everybody can get some. But you got to be a jack player though. Huh? You got to have the. Am I going too fast?
No.
Cause you got to be a jack player. You got to have that motivation, the inspiration, and that enthusiasm about being successful.
In which he did.
Right? If you got that, man, and the heart, yourself, and the intelligence to maintain that type of thought, man, you got a good friend with Harry.
They gave him 27 years in the state, right?
no, he gave him 15 to life in the
But
state.
he did 27 or something.
Well, he did that because he was the mistake that Harry O made. Like when he got sentenced, he should have did his federal time, and it would have ran concurrent with his state.
I think they did that to him. On
And he would
purpose.
get AV all the way home.
But see, no, he, knowing Mike, he probably wanted a little, he had a wife,
Oh,
so
he
he
wanted
wanted
to fight
those.
him.
Well, not necessarily
Oh, he
fight,
wanted
but
his
casual
conjugal
visits, and that's what kind of played him.
And if I had a job to do that I could help them with, I would be more than happy to help them because it would be more beneficial for me to be a loyal friend to him than, that's what I mean. And
We'll read between the lines on that one.
yeah, no, it's nothing bad. No,
okay.
no, I'm not trying to influence nobody for role and all that kind of stuff. The guy's a good guy, and he was a legitimate businessman.
Yeah, he was.
So therefore, you know what I mean? I had to do those things that make myself worthy of him, his trust.
Did you
Never say
cross
that.
paths with him in the prison system? You must have.
Yeah, I've hit several yards that I'm not hitting, but just like a layovers.
Yeah.
Oh, you never really were with him.
No.
So you haven't seen him since the mid '80s.
I haven't seen him in so long.
Yeah, Harry O wasn't one of the guys that was back and forth in prison.
Yeah, he just was.
He just went to prison. Well, he been there.
Yeah,
for so long.
Actually, none of them were really.
Yeah.
But Dave had a case. And
Well, Dave had a case, and we're not going to talk about that. But they were there.
they were there.
They forget.
It was so much in abundance. And then, you know what they tell me? I tell you, how many of them you got? Well, just bring me such and such and such. Oh, no problem. Because they got so much going on that niggas just kept that. But no, bro, I can't do that.
And a lot of
because you've been testing me.
and a lot of people, where I feel, where a lot of people made a mistake because back then, like you said, it was abundance of whatever it was, but you have cats that was smoking it, and they still have, like I said, $2,000 or $3,000 in their pocket, and then they have the munchies instead of, tweaking like they call it now. They'll smoke some cocaine. I've seen some of the richest people in the world smoke cocaine, and the first thing they ready to do is eat. But when they, crack cocaine came around, they start really putting chemicals into the cocaine. You see what I'm saying? That's when you start seeing the black community deteriorate. Now you saw the tweak part. Back in the day, in the 80s, you wouldn't. I don't like calling people smokers because I tell people that all the time, and they don't understand. I say, that guy that smoked cocaine, more money passed through his hands than mine, and I'm a dealer. You see what I'm saying? And people don't understand that. No. I had a good guy that used to, that I used to mess with. His name was Johnny Foe, and I used to always tell him, I said, you got $1 million hand. He had $1 million hand, but I used to call him $1 million hand because he was doing his thing. He was smoking and he was doing his thing, and I used to try to get it, man. Leave that alone. It finally clicked. He left it alone. Right now, I'm going to tell you something, bobalouie. The boy a millionaire. He has the after-hour joint right there on Western, in the alley. Foe. Johnny Foe.
That's the phone you talking about?
Yeah.
It's Gold Cadillac over there.
Huh?
Gold Cadillac.
Yeah.
You admit that?
Yeah. Johnny Foe, because he was over there where I used to do my thing in Gear Hood and Mansfield and PBG and all that. That's what for him and Ice. Them two right there.
Light Skin Ice?
Yeah, them my boys. Ice, Pop-Tart.
Ice got the stuff on it. He got that shit on him now.
Yeah.
He's sick.
Yeah. But this was my kid. But Johnny Foe, that was my kid. And I told him. With the gold Cadillac. You said the gold Cadillac now?
Yeah, the Red Bull, the Pit Bull.
Have you been over there?
Yeah, my boy.
You go over there?
My boy.
Yeah. Watch when you go over there and say, hey, man, guess what I'm going to do? He said, Reggie. That was my boy. He jumped out of windows for me. Oh, yeah.
Before that?
Yeah. When I tell you, if we went over there, I promise you, Fo probably cry. That was my boy.
We got to be tight.
He's probably one of the cats, besides, some family members, why I quit, selling crack cocaine. Because I figured out
he fell victim.
Well, he fell victim. He fell victim.
Fo did?
Yeah, Fo was bad. Back in the day, just like I said kilos was going for 35.
Wow, ball of
This was real.
I told Renee McGowan.
Yeah,
he was
Renee.
for 42,000 in 87.
Yeah.
A ball of crack in Detroit.
I took him to Harbor City.
Yeah.
My boy had a pet shop and Nacho and them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Colombian.
Nacho.
Yeah, he's Nacho.
Yeah, I know Nacho.
Crack is coming back.
And
from Detroit.
I got 42,000. I put about 2 on there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 40,000.
See, when people be...
So, let's
Remember when we was talking,
Yeah.
and you said, well, wasn't it 13? I said, I wish cocaine was 13 something back in the 80s. It wasn't like that. It was 30, like in the mid 80s. You talking about 32 to 35.
But in the late 80s, they got cheap.
No.
No, man. And listen to this right now. When they were so happy to find it,
Yeah.
and then they look at the see the brand. I mean the texture of it, and see the glass, the
That's
sparkles.
when you opened it up. That's why I say it's being basketballs.
Yeah.
And you smell it smelled like pineapples, and you saw the flakes. You
Yeah.
saw pink. It was pink, like the color of your shirt. It was real, like that light pink. That's the color of it. It was real cocaine. You drop a gram into that shake, that beaker, and you put a half a gram of cocaine. You getting rocks bigger than your head.
Yes, it get bigger.
Oh, the Vegas zone makes it blow up.
Yeah, but hard. It was real cocaine. This shit now is not cocaine.
Well, I read a DEA report. They're catching loads freshly leaving Colombia that's already cut
Yeah.
with that levamisol.
Yes.
And they don't understand why they're doing it.
What they doing?
Why?
Because money.
And they get out the ground too. It's they cold.
Yeah.
They can feed they civilization forever. in civilization forever.
Well, they said the loads that get busted, they're only like 10-30% cocaine.
Yeah, they are. That's
They
true.
send bullshit loads through on purpose.
Yeah, but it's
That's the same cocaine you get.
in the '80s. It wasn't like that. You get a
75,
load. You
80.
Yeah, you getting some cocaine. You're not getting the bullshit.
But we hit a match head back then. A match head to knock you off your ass. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Now I sit and watch people put like a whole quarter. They're playing with it. You couldn't do that back then. I'm a heart attack city.
Where you at? So that was awesome. Any I guess I don't like to. A lot of people kind of glorify the stuff. You definitely are
And
not.
and definitely what I'm not don't ever do. I'm not glorifying any of the behaviors. It's just I keep things what happened in its proper context.
It's
What
important
really
American
happened.
history. I mean, it's
Yeah,
affected.
I
a lot of
don't
people's lives.
distort the history, and those who just looking for my comments only just to be happy to glorify some things they thought they knew, or me just confirm some shit they said they know. I mean, no, that's not why I'm doing this, because I'm not gonna glorify anything that has me bringing our people down like this. No, never.
How weird, I mean, does it make you feel weird sometimes to think about as a teenager you were involved, you're just a kid on the street named Piru, and almost 50 years later, it's like a brand name, it's like Nike, but no one's getting paid off of it except the wrong people.
Yeah, well,
Do you ever think about that?
I think of a lot of times when the people use me, they got me on things, I'm validating them, and they the ones with all the money, and I'm the dirty, I'm the dummy, left with nothing. You know what I'm saying? But they getting all the paper. You know what I mean?
In the past, like,
But they're using my trademark. But they're the ones like Game and all them other cats. I mean, shit. Since then, some people have reached out and touched me. You know what I mean? But cause I done told them, man, stop doing that. Now, certain people, this is a special guy here to me, so he called me anytime, and I'm where you at, man? But certain people that I know I need to be, favor before I show favor, because I know they show me favor, and it's like other people just for their own personal gain and for validity and for me to I'm not validating no bullshit for nobody like that no more. I've been used like that too many times. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, so behind the scenes, years in the past, people asked to vouch for something, or what do you?
I'm always like, they telling me something, come advertise your book, but then when I get there, it's not really about my book. It's about a project they got going on, but they need a name like mine to validate them for saying who they are.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Making them who they is.
So give us a sales pitch, and I want someone to go buy your book.
For those of you guys who got children and family, and other ones that that really care and love about, man, like I want you to know that I wrote a book to try to help put them on and keep their scope right, because I made some pretty bad decisions, and it was influenced by my peers. And see, peer pressure is a lot of things that a lot of parents need to take account and look and notice about their kids, right? Because kids gonna do those things, not being bad kids, but when they're with their peers, you understand what I'm saying? They have to do that truth or dare type of situation.
Do you have any books here?
I don't have any available right now, but I'm choked to my own words. But my book is a deterrent now. It's not a book that's going to glorify game mentality.
It's really about the origin.
But it's about the origin. I have attractive things that it's going to attract you enough to make you want to continue to read the book. But then again, once you feel the book, it's like it'll capture your feelings. It'll bring your your characteristics that you didn't know you had up in you, that you probably feel like, I don't want to hear that shit. But now you more becoming in terms with Earth and the way life is. You know what I'm saying? Your understanding is like softening up a little bit.
Let me ask you something, Bobalouie. You know Zane.
Very much.
Tell me about Zane. You know that's Brenda's. That's like family.
Zane Smith is a good guy, man. And
Light-skinned Zane.
Who was he?
He's the reason why the Power was in the Crips. He was one of the main reasons why Power was in the Crips.
You talking about my Uncle Zane? Zane
Smith.
Light-skinned Zane.
Carver Park.
Yeah.
Curly hair. Pretty.
Yeah,
His brother name's Zach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He tried to call, he called me, nephew, I need to, holler at you. I was one of the original Crips and all that.
See, him and my boy Nardi, that's still in Piru, they had a little project going. Him and Nardi, and at the time, Omar Bradley was the mayor.
Right.
They was going to put together a book about how it started.
Omar Bradley, mayor of Compton.
Yeah. But then
But he got a case.
I dwarfed all that once my book got out there.
Okay.
As I put my book out there, Terry let Zane read the book. Zane, my boy, man.
Yeah.
Zane was a hell of a dude. He's a girl's man too. But what happened was Zane read my book. He said, "Hey, AC," he said, "I read your book. It was good, man. But there's only one thing, man, that I got to disagree with you on." I said, "What's that, Zane?" He said, "How the Crips started."
Yeah, he tried to get me.
I said, "Zane, you know I'm an original Crip, right?" "Oh man, I thought Zane, listen. I knew who started your neighborhood. His name is Samuel Simmons. Okay, he got kicked out of Fremont. Okay, he had to use Roy Tucker's address, who stayed in your neighborhood, to go to Centennial.
Right.
And that's where the commotion started.
Right.
Right? Saying I'm original Crip
Right.
with Raymond Washington and Bulldog.
Right.
I'm from the East Side.
Right.
Yes, I'm a real guy.
Right.
Okay. The reason why the fight started, saying, because you was a hell of a football player, and you was at an away game, and you left your coat in your locker, and some of my knucklehead friends on Piru Street let y'all bus pull off. When y'all bus pull off, they broken all those football players' locker,
Yeah.
and your locker had to be one of the ones that got victimized.
I can believe,
And then
some of the biggest things that happen in life start with the littlest incidents.
so what happens, Zane, was when you came back and found your leather coat gone, everybody found their money and their wallets gone, and it just so happened that weekend we gave a party on Piru Street, and a couple of your fellas came over on Piru Street and seen my homeboy Crazy James wearing your leather coat.
Wow.
So they asked Crazy James, "Hey man, that's the homie Zane coat." And Crazy James got mad. We got a bumper jack and bust one in the head of the bumper jack, and the other one took off, started running. But beat the other guy, but he took off. They went back and got Zane. The next day, y'all went to Centennial and ambushed.
Wow.
But no, y'all didn't show up the next day, but the day after that day,
Right.
because everybody thought you was coming the next day because Piru was ready for y'all to come back. Y'all didn't show up that day.
Right.
But the day after, everybody showed up. And look, now they beating everybody up on Piru, beating them up. They mopping them, right? And Raymond Washington asked dude, "You from Piru?" "Yeah." He bam, knocked one dude out. He was a track star for Centennial. So now he gets knocked out. And now they fight in the cafeteria, and my little brother, the one over Terry, got busted hit in the head with a hammer and broke his nose. Tommy Wayne busted my little brother head with the nose with a hammer. I was going to Lock High School at that time.
Right.
So I got a phone call to come up to Centennial, right? Because they call themselves the Crips.
Right.
Jumped on everybody from Piru Street. I go up to Centennial High School. I get a big old football player. That dude, he ain't go game member nothing. But I mean, walk like a game member. His name Harold Cotton.
Right.
Big old dude from Lock High School. He's a star player. And he walked up there with me, but he couldn't sneak in get in the gate. He was too big.
Too big, right.
But I slept right in there. And me and Elvis in there. He said, "Man, I'm going back." I said, "No, come on, won't you come with me?" "No, I gotta go back," because he wouldn't feel it no way.
Right.
You said he wasn't. His mentality wasn't.
Right.
You know, I can't make him. I can't make a gangster to no
Right.
square dude. So he went on back, but he sure would look good though.
Yeah.
He a big old, mean looking dude, right? But he's soft as cotton. Like that's his name, Harold Cotton.
Right.
Anyway, his name was Harold Cotton for real. True story.
Soft.
So, yeah, so, but he was a hard football player though.
Right.
But anyway, so what happened was we get on. He said they want him right there, right? So his name was Marshall Bennett. I never forget Marshall Bennett, the first dude I would chase. Come here, Marshall. And he said, "Who's you?" I said, "Come here, how about you?" So he recognized LB, right? One of the guys that was in the fight the day before.
Right.
So he said, "Oh, you with him?" And he ran room, right? So I'm trying to chase and catch him, right? So he run to the bathroom with a whole bunch of niggas, cause the Crips. These are the new Carver Park Crips. I knew nothing else, right? Zane and his boys, but Zane wasn't with him then. It was Rico. So I chased him. I said, "Where the Crips at?" And he said, "That's them niggas right there." I said, "There ain't no Crips." "Well, what's with these niggas Crips?" I said, "I'm a Crip. I don't know now what these niggas. These niggas don't know me." And I'm looking at him, "Who a Crip?" So dude said, you got to back up on my partner. I said, who's you? He said, Rico, Carver Park, Crip. I said, nigga, fuck you. Right? Let's get down. So let's get down. Right? So we get down in the city square, and I take on, bam, bam. There's somebody, bam, somebody right here, bam. Now he's right back, bam.
Right.
I'm getting hit there. I was like, damn. Bam. I was like, oh, they're getting me, right? So bam, so I get in the fetal position, right? My hat gone, right? And I look up and see LB, he's still fighting, right? But was satisfied with the damage they did because somebody took my hat. I had an Ace Deuce hat.
Right.
Somebody took my Ace Deuce hat, right? And so after that, while the hat gone, I said, damn, man. I get up, I look, man. I look at the glass thing, and I see I got a heel. I got a black heel shoe mark on my head, my forehead. Right. They kicked the stump the shit out of me, right? I said, damn. So like, I said, I'll be all right. He said, yeah. I said, come on, man, let's go, right? So we went to Piru Street. That's when I got all the niggas who didn't even go to school. Right. I got niggas that 19 and 20 years old. Right. I got that 19 and 20. Okay. She's not that. Okay, Mom, did I hear that? They're not here to interrupt, so I'm trying to do this real quick.
I measure one kind.
I'll try to get this real vital. I'm gonna tell you though. See, you messing me up. I would want you to hear this shit. I got all the older cats to go right with me, and this is sometimes I'm still reflecting on Zane Smith, your cousin. Yeah. That's why I didn't want to get this. I didn't want to stop. So Zane could know he could stop the bullshit. So anyway,
did you get that?
Oh, it's on recording.
Okay.
So Zane could know he can stop the bullshit. So I'm keeping 100 with him, right? So I know what I'm talking about. Right. See? So anyway, what happened was, I get all the cats, 19 and 20. Yo, we go up there, get them niggas, man. Right. And plus, I can't find my hat. The niggas stole my Ace Deuce hat. And I just got my Ace Deuce from my daddy in Texas. I met my daddy for the first time in 1971 in Houston, Texas. And he gave me a Dobbs. Right. You know the expensive Dobbs hat? Yeah, and them was the Ace Deuce, real Ace Deuce hat, Dobbs. And man, he took my Dobbs. Yeah. And I just hooked him up with the feathers, and the little bands and shit. Yeah. I had the cold Ace Deuce hat and I couldn't find him. So anyway, we go back up to that school. We mopped everything up there. Yeah. We mopped everything up. We cleaned the whole school up, man. You know what I'm saying? After we cleaned that school up, man, guess what happened? Yeah, I ain't going back to school tomorrow. I'm coming back up here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Cause I know you probably want to get some smoke, right? Right. Yeah. So my brother felt better. You know, I was there and saying got his revenge. Right. But I still didn't get my hat. So anyway, the next day come. Now we wait till these fools come back. We all in City Square. You know me, Chad, Puddin', Lil Vince, Lorenzo. My brother was broke up. Right. Everybody, we ready, man. Also, I look up, I see Raymond Washington. Yeah. How's he doing here?
Legend already.
Ray Washington? Yeah.
Well known.
I was the leader of the Crips.
Yeah. I mean, he already was well known.
I wasn't expecting to see Raymond Washington, put it that way. I saw Raymond Washington. And he saw me. So I walk up to him, and we hug, and he said, because it's been a minute. Yeah. He said, yeah, man, we finna whoop up some lanes. We fuck ass niggas, man. He jumped from the homies. Yeah. I said, yeah, I know, man. They got me too. I'm telling Raymond that, right? And somebody whispered in his ear, one of them. That's one of them niggas right there, man. Raymond said, that's one of them niggas. What are you talking about? I said, man, you know my brother got nose broke up the other day. I broke my brother's nose. This nigga talking about they Crips and shit. He said, man, they is Crips. I said, how they Crips? Man, I know these niggas, right? He said, oh, Pretty Sam didn't tell you? No. Yeah, Sam goes to continue now. And he started, Pretty Sam. Okay. Pretty Sam started these niggas.
Oh, okay.
Them Pretty Sam's boys.
Ain't Zane's boys.
No!
Okay.
Zane just happened to be one of the, leaders.
Right.
But he's not the reason why it started.
Right.
You got it? Sam got that shit started. Because he branched off from Fremont and got kicked out.
Right. Okay.
You got me?
Yeah.
Okay. Sam with me, original.
Right.